It's bit philosophical. Now, if I say philosophical, का मतलब हो जाता है there is some in-depth meaning in this particular poem. Like बाकी हम लोगों ने जैसे Dust of Snow, it also had an in-depth meaning, but yet it is a long poem. This particular poem written by John Berryman. It's written by an American poet, John Berryman, and he was a very known poet. This poem जो है ये डील करता है with the realities of our life. It deals with the topic what we call as the miseries and sorrows of our life. Every person during his course of life has to face some problems, some troubles, some sorrows. You can't find a single man who has ever or never encountered problems in his life. आप जिंदगी में किसी को भी, whether it is a rich, wealthy celebrity, any industrialist, or you can say a common man, हर एक इंसान को जो है मुश्किलों का सामना ज़रूर करना पड़ता है, परेशानियों का सामना ज़रूर करना पड़ता है. एक मतलब इससे रिलेटेड ही एक चैप्टर है, दो इट इज़ देयर इन योर सेकेंड टर्म. It is about Gautam Buddha. That particular chapter also deals with the same theme, that one must know how to face the realities. Yes, Lakshit, you want to say something?
मैम आपके पास सिलेबस आ गया?
Yes, syllabus आ चुका है.
मैम तो फिर एक बार व्हाट्सएप पे सेंड कर दीजिएगा प्लीज.
That means there is no one whom you can say that the person has never undergone any problem in his life. The nature of problem may differ from one person to another. For some people, money loss may be a greater loss. For some people, loss of his or her beloved one may be greater loss. But आता सबके जिंदगी में. The poet has taken this theme through a small boy. उन्होंने इस थीम को जो है एक छोटे से लड़के के थ्रू जो है उसको की बताया है. दैट एक छोटा सा बच्चा था who was playing with his ball very happily. Unfortunately, the ball skipped from his hand and it went towards the water drain. मतलब पास में कोई वाटर बॉडी था, उसके अंदर चला गया. अब पहले तो वो बच्चा बिल्कुल डरा हुआ. डरा मतलब वो डरा नहीं है, मतलब ही इज डेस्परेट. उसको ही इज नॉट एबल टू फेस दिस रियलिटी कि उसकी जो बॉल थी दैट हैज गॉन इनटू द वाटर. वो एकदम बेचारगी होपलेस होकर वहां देख रहा था. ही वॉज सैड. बहुत देर तक वो उस बॉल को जहां वो गया है उसी चीज को देख रहा था. पोएट हु इज वहां पर ही इज ऑल्सो स्टैंडिंग देयर. ही सेज पहले मेरा मन कर रहा था दैट आई शुड गो एंड कंसोल दैट चाइल्ड. मैं उस बच्चे को थोड़ा कंसोल करूं. कोई बात नहीं बेटा, एक बॉल ही तो है, दूसरी आ जाएगी. यहां पर एट दिस पॉइंट ही स्टॉप्स हिमसेल्फ, क्योंकि उनको लगता है that money can buy an external product, a materialistic thing, but money cannot buy those memories. Memory जो उसके साथ में है, that cannot be bought. The feelings that is attached to anything, उसको आप दोबारा से नहीं ला सकते. मनी इज एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर. एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर मतलब it can only replace a thing, but it cannot replace your feelings. Therefore वो शांत हो जाता है. उसे लगता है that the child must himself understand. उसे खुद समझना होगा that अगर अपनी चीज़ों को ध्यान से रखना चाहिए. Sometimes circumstances, sometimes people will snatch these moments. But it is we who owe this responsibility. ये हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि हम उन चीज़ों को जो है समझ के रखें. The toughest lesson, and we need to understand that situation to overcome that sorrow. So that is what the ball poem says. Again, before I'm explaining, what is the boy now who has lost his ball? In the very first line, boy now lost is assonance. सबसे पहले ही आपका जो है यहाँ पर it is assonance. The vowel O is repeated. जो O vowel है it is repeated. What is the boy who has lost his ball? What is he to do? मतलब अब वो बच्चा क्या करेगा? The boy who has lost. यहाँ पर twice what is repeated. Again merrily is repeated, and this we call it as anaphora. इसको हम बोलते हैं anaphora. The repeated words in the consecutive lines, specifically in the beginning. What is a boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? क्या करने वाला है? I saw it. It यहाँ पर is used for the ball. Go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there is it in the water. मैंने उसे देखा. That the child was playing with that ball happily. Merrily means happily. He was bouncing it, and suddenly it went into the water body near about. अब यहाँ पर the third one, I saw it go merrily bouncing. मतलब ये तो आपका ऐसा है. I saw it go merrily bouncing. This is yours personification. मतलब अब बॉल थोड़ी खुश होता है. The ball cannot become happy. The ball is not a human that it has emotions. But यहाँ लिखा है I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there it is in the water. So यहाँ पर it is आपका personification. The ball has been told like a human. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. मतलब the poet wanted to console that child. वो उस बच्चे को कंसोल करना चाहता था, समझाना चाहता था. बट उसको लगा कि देर आर नो, मतलब ऐसा कहने से कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. एन अल्टीमेट शेकिंग ग्रीफ का मतलब हो जाता द बॉय वॉज ट्रेम्बलिंग, द बॉय वॉज सैड, ही वॉज सर्कमवेंटेड विथ सॉरो, वो दुख से भर गया था. एज ही स्टैंड्स रिजिड, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor. All his young days मतलब वो इस बॉल के साथ बचपन से खेल रहा था. He had been playing with this ball since his childhood, and suddenly that ball was snatched and it went into the water. His ball went. Again, his ball went. It's personification. I would not intrude on him. मतलब the poet says the boy was lamenting over his loss. The loss is unbearable for the child. वो कहता है लेकिन I would not intrude. Intrude का मतलब होता है मैं घुसपैठ, मतलब I would not interfere. A dime, dime जो है उस वक्त का मतलब करेंसी, पैसा. A dime, another ball is worthless. ये कहना कि बेटा कोई बात नहीं, ये पैसा लो और दूसरी बॉल ले लो, दुखी मत हो जाओ. It is of no use. Why? Because money is external. We can buy him a ball, but not all those memories. Now, he senses his first responsibility in a world of possessions. मतलब यहाँ जो बच्चा है, he would now understand that he should be responsible. मतलब हमारे पास बड़ी सारी चीज़ें होती हैं. The world of possessions मतलब we have so many things. And if we want to keep them, we want to treasurize them, we must be responsible. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. मतलब यहाँ कहने का मतलब है कि people will take मतलब sometimes you would be snatched, sometimes because it is a materialistic world, sometimes it is the relations, और हमेशा ऐसी चीज़ें, ऐसी हमारी यादें, हमारी जो रिलेशंस है वो खो जाती हैं. एंड नो वन बाइज अ बॉल बैक. यहाँ पर बाइज अ बॉल बैक इज इलेक्ट्रिशियन. buys a ball back is electrician. He says in this world जहाँ पर लोग चीज़ों को possess करते हैं, there you would definitely lose your money, your relations, your things, and you need to be responsible. Money is external. Why he says money is external? Because money सिर्फ चीज को खरीद सकता है. It cannot buy back those memories attached to these things. It is a harsh reality. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss, how to stand up knowing that what every man must one day know. मतलब अब वो जो बच्चा है वो अपने सारी की सारी जो लॉस है उसको समझ रहा है. He is learning the harsh realities of life. He is learning that he needs to stand up against the miseries of the life. knowing what every man must one day know, मतलब हर एक इंसान को ये सीखना पड़ता है. We all need to learn how to overcome these miseries, these problems, and must and most know many days how to stand up. And this is also true that within a short period we learn against standing against these odd times. And most know many days matlab most of us learn how to stand against these time. एपिस्टेमोलॉजी का मतलब हो जाता है नॉलेज. एपिस्टेमोलॉजी का मतलब हो जाता है नॉलेज. यहां पर ही इज लर्निंग वेल बिहाइंड डेस्परेट, इस वाले लाइन में आपका है एजोनेंस. यहां पर आपका है एजोनेंस. Written?
Yes.
Yes. Samriddhi, it is there. In second line, what is again repeated?
Anaphora.
No. When we are talking about ऐसे देखते हैं, this is anaphora. और ये जो दो है what and what, this is repetition. ये आपका है repetition. Whereas आपका ऐसे देखा जाए तो it is anaphora because it is repeating in the consequent lines. Whereas when we are looking into the same, so then what is repeated? So it is repetition. There is one more, that is transferred epithet. When is your mama's marriage, Yashika?
Ma'am, 18th.
So today also you have some problem, na? You have some some fun.
Yes, ma'am.
How was your exam today?
मैम कल था.
हाँ, कल कैसा था?
बढ़िया.
Good. Anyway, चलो. Desperate eyes. Class 10, kindly write it down because these are all your papers. Only desperate eyes, you need to write transferred epithet. Transferred epithet का मतलब होता है desperate is an adjective, and when this adjective is qualifying a noun तो हम उसको कहते हैं ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट. यहां लिखा है डेस्परेट आईज. नाउ वैसे अगर देखा जाए तो डेस्परेट आईज मतलब सैड आईज. द आईज आर नॉट सैड. द आईज आर नॉट सैड. इट इज द चाइल्ड हु इज सैड. इट इज द चाइल्ड हु इज सैड. उसके जो आईज हैं दे आर ओनली एक्सप्रेसिंग दैट सैडनेस. सो दैट इज ट्रांसफर्ड, मतलब उस इमोशन को आंखों के थ्रू जो है ट्रांसफर किया गया है. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज transferred epithet. Have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
Chali. So in the very first, what is a boy now who has lost his ball? It is assonance because the vowel O is repeated. Then अगर हम पहले दो या फिर थर्ड एंड फोर्थ को लेते हैं तो it is anaphora because the word what and merrily has been repeated in the consecutive lines. Next, if we look into the second line, what, so it is repetition. Then we come here, no use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. I again repeat it. It is again assonance. It is again assonance. आप देख सकते हो I ulti shaking grief fixes. So the word the vowel I is repeated. Next, as he stands rigid, trembling, staring. अच्छा, दूसरा, when we say I saw it go merrily bouncing, go merrily bouncing, अगर हमारा ये आ जाता है and it has also come, तो वो आपका हो जाता है personification, because it is saying that the ball was happy. The ball was not happy. So it is personification. All his young days. When we say all his young days, it is actually a metaphor used for his childhood. All his young days, अब young days जो है वो that has not gone, means all his, he had been using this ball, he had been playing with this ball since he was a child. Where his ball went. I would not intrude on him, मतलब मैं उसको रोकूंगा नहीं, मैं उसको इंटरफेयर नहीं करूंगा. A dime, another ball is worthless. मतलब ये कहना कि बेटा सिर्फ 1 रुपए तो है, 1 पैसा ही तो है, this will be worthless. मतलब this has no meaning. Worthless मतलब it doesn't have any meaning, because you can buy a ball with money, but you cannot buy those memories. Now, he senses his first responsibility in a world of possessions. मतलब now the child is learning. With this loss of ball, he has learned to overcome those obstacles. He is learning to overcome the grief. In a world of possessions, people will take balls will be lost always. लोग आएंगे, sometimes you will lose the possessions, sometimes you will lose your relations. It is going to be there. यहाँ पर ball again is repeated. Little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Electrician. Buy ball back. कोई भी उसी चीज को वापस नहीं ला सकता. Once the thing has gone, it has gone forever. Money is external, means it's an external factor which can only help you to buy the materialistic thing. It cannot buy the emotions. It cannot buy the attachments. He is learning. Well, behind his desperate eyes. मतलब यहाँ पर again I is repeated, so we call it as assonance. and E is also repeated. Learning, E, well, behind, desperate, so we call it as assonance. और सिर्फ desperate eyes जो है, only desperate eyes जो है, it is transferred epithet. Means through this phrase, desperate eyes, the poet wants to convey that the child is desperate, the child is sorrowful. The eyes are only conveying that sorrow. The epistemology of loss means the knowledge. How to stand up. मतलब when we lose something तो हम उसके against खुद को कैसा खड़ा करें. The odds of our life. Knowing what every man must. वैसे तो man must जो है it is electrician. One day no. हर एक इंसान को जो है समझना ही पड़ता है. And most know many days how to stand up. And we know how to stand up. यहाँ one day and many days जो है ना, they are actually antithesis. We call it as antithesis. One day का बिल्कुल opposite है many days. Knowing what every man must one day know and most know many days. अगर ये दोनों फ्रेज को साथ में खड़ा किया जाए तो वन का ऑपोजिट है many. तो दिस इज आपका एंटीथेसिस. व्हेन द फ्रेजेस, दो फ्रेजेस बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट हों, लाइक टू एयर इज ह्यूमन, टू फॉरगिव इज डिवाइन. टू एयर इज ह्यूमन, to forgive is divine. To err matlab to commit mistake is human nature and to forgive is God's nature. तो err मतलब कि यहाँ पर err and जो आपका forgive है ये दोनों opposite है. So when such sentences come, ऐसे statement आते हैं, a small step is a giant leap. जब दो कॉन्ट्रास्ट स्टेटमेंट साथ में आते हैं उनको हम कहते हैं एंटीथेसिस. आई एम राइटिंग द स्पेलिंग हियर. एंड दिस इज आपका यहां से यहां तक. वन डे written.
Yes, ma'am.